Welcome back to episode 2 of our Mountain Cottage Revival house. I'm so glad you can come take a tour with us today. Last time we went on a tour of the house, it was right before demo. Now the demo's all done. The plumbing's in the walls, the structural things are all taken care of, and we're on to the pretty things. So this would be a great time to take you on another tour, show you where we're at, show you all the progress we're made. So let's get to it. This is the entry. If you remember from our last video, it had a flagstone floor and it was really dark. So things have obviously changed. We have lightened it up quite a bit and we've changed the floor. And I'm not trying to brag, but this is probably, everyone that works on this project, this is probably everyone's favorite floor. And I can't disagree with them because it's beautiful. We love the pattern, we love the stone. It just kind of gives us that cottagey, updated, modern revival feel that we're going for. It's unique in the way that this is a round structure and it's really hard to put square tiles in a round structure. So we kind of had to get creative on how we laid it out. My favorite part of this floor, I will say, is the border right here. You would never know it, but this was unplanned. It turned out incredible. I think it's kind of flawless and it adds just a little bit more character to the space that I love. I'm also super excited about this entryway. We're trying to highlight the fact that this is unique and it's right as soon as you walk in the door. So this is the introduction to the house. So we're gonna do a really cool mural in here. And we have a really awesome custom bench that is gonna snug right up to the wall and sit right underneath these windows. And then we're gonna do some Roman shades to kind of soften it up a little bit, do a cool lantern, again, to give you that old age, cottagey, we're walking in the middle of the streets feel. And I think once it all comes together, it's probably gonna be my favorite room in the house, I'm not gonna lie. Another one of my favorite features in this house is actually right off the entryway. Over here, it's this amazing wall. Before, it was just a staircase, just a transition from upstairs to downstairs. And now it's a piece of art. We added a ton of paneling, literally from floor to ceiling, both floors. I think it really just gives it that height that it needs. It also helps set the tone for the house, kind of introducing the amazing things that you're gonna see throughout the rest of the house. Moving on from the stairs, we enter into what is going to be like the great room area. And it's not quite up yet, but I wanted to show you the fireplace mantle. We did a cast limestone piece and it's going to be gigantic and I cannot wait. You can't tell right now, but this chunk right here is taller than me. So, I mean, stay tuned to see it go up. It's going to be incredible and really just the statement piece of this entire wall. Over here to our right is the soon-to-be kitchen. You can tell it's a little more spacious. We took out all the cabinets. But one thing I wanted to highlight is the ceiling in here. The ceilings in here are lower than probably anywhere else in the whole house. So it seems a little counterintuitive to put T&G all over the ceilings. But I think in a space like this, where you have no choice and structurally you're working with low ceilings or small space, I think you need to highlight that and work with what you got. Make the room a little more cozy, make it feel intimate, because there's no way around it, so embrace it. Bring the ceilings down, put wood on the ceilings, make it feel cozy, and enjoy it the way it is. This is the guest suite on the main level. There's not much going on in here, but I did want to show you one of our favorite things. The tile started in the shower. So come take a peek because it's incredible. A plaid tile on the floor. It's only in the shower right now, but it's gonna fill this entire space. We're so excited. I think it's probably one of my favorite tiles in the whole house. And you know, at Bond, our love for tile, we have to incorporate plaid. So this is just one of the many 10,000 areas we put plaid in the house. Welcome to the primary suite. As you can tell, we loved paneling. We did it again in here. This was actually not the original design. We wanted to do paneling floor to ceiling again, kind of like in the stairwell. But as with all remodels, nothing is perfect and nothing really works out the way you think it's going to. So we kind of made our own thing up and we're doing like a 2/3 of the wall paneling. But the cool part about it is that it's going to be color drenched in 2 different sheens. So one part is going to be a little more of a gloss and the top is going to be flat carrying into the ceilings. And then we're going to do some box beams over these atrocities of a white beam that they left for us. And at the end of the day, this is gonna be like a moody, dark, cozy sanctuary, which again seems counterintuitive because most people I feel try to go towards the light, white, serene, and we literally did the exact opposite. And I could not be more excited. Into the primary bathroom, I wanted to show you the floors. They just went in, stunning. Look at that. The thing that I love about this house, this client was really fun and open. People usually lean towards doing larger format tiles on the floor just because mosaics are a little more expensive, they're tedious to put in, and larger tiles are a little more cost effective. But this house, with the design theme, large tiles just didn't feel quite right. So we started doing a mosaic in here in the primary bathroom. And we actually, a fun thing that I love, we actually carried the tile from the bathroom into the shower. So the floor and the shower are both the same. We actually loved this concept so much and it felt so right for this house. We carried it into every single bathroom of the house. It's just a reoccurring thing. We did mosaics everywhere, on the bathroom floor and into the shower. I just think it's so fun and adds character and it's unique and different and it just gives you that design element that you need in a house like this. This room is our den, our study, our library, our movie viewing room, whatever you want to call it. Pay attention to the first thing that everyone looks at when they come to this room is this interior window. I don't know if you remember from our last video, but this actually used to be a really awkward like Romeo and Juliet balcony that probably nobody used. It was a really cool concept. At some point, we loved that you could look out and see straight through this exterior window. So it's almost like you had a view from this side of the house to that side of the house. So we kind of capitalized on that. We actually expanded that exterior window to match this window. It's given us the most incredible view. Having a window this size with all of this natural light coming in is actually also a bonus because we are color drenching this room in the most rich, dark, deep black green. It's called Waller green. It is going to be incredible and stunning. And I think having the natural light coming in will lighten it up when this room is in use during the day. But when you want to watch movies, we're gonna have full closing drapes, so it can be pitch black in here and have that movie theater experience, and I think it's going to be incredible. Something else we're doing in here that I think is really cool is we're actually putting a fabric, not a wallpaper, but a fabric inside these panels in the wall. It's gonna kind of give us that menswear feel, but also give us a little bit more of that sound dampening effect. So you really can treat this like a movie theater. And have it be dark and soundproof. So I think that's gonna be really perfect for this space. We're also putting in some sconces. We're doing 2 here to highlight the TV wall. And then behind you, if you can get past this garish red paint, we're doing the same thing on this wall, 2 sconces. And this huge section is going to be a randomized gallery wall, if you will. Different frames, different pictures, just a conglomerate of things they love that will kind of add to the feel and character of this room and make it more theirs. And welcome to mosaic tile number 3. Again, carrying it from the floor into the shower, so it's a seamless transition. We love our mosaics, I told you. This is downstairs in our rec room, AKA our club room. It's going to be rich, it's going to be dark, it's going to be moody, it's going to be fabulous. As you can see, we have paneled the entire room. It might look like we forgot some of it, but we didn't. We are actually, again, trying to hide some of the heinous remodeling issues that we ran into. We couldn't take the paneling all the way up to the ceiling because this janky soffit is interrupting our design. So instead, we brought the paneling 2/3 of the way up the wall. And again, color drenching, a dark, dark blue is going to be on the top 1/3 of the wall and continue on the whole ceiling to kind of hide these ugly soffit sores. Something fun we're doing in here is we are adding paneling to this entire fireplace, floor to ceiling, no blue, but we're switching up the paneling so it's gonna be kind of different so the fireplace can be its own thing. This is our lovely picture. So if you can kind of get the idea, we're gonna do more of a grid pattern to kind of give it that lodge look we're going for down here. Another reason why we ended up doing paneling at the height and size that we did was because we're hiding something. This is actually the entry to a ugly mechanical room. I think it's flawless. If you did not know this was here, you would never know it was here. I mean, look at that, look at that. Can you even tell? Would you even know? Something fun about this house is they have 2 girls' bedrooms downstairs. The fun thing about it is one is going to be light and bright and airy, and the other one is the exact opposite. It's gonna be edgy and dark and really cool. And I think it's so fun having that juxtaposition literally almost across the hall from each other. I think it gives such character to the girls that are gonna be staying here and the house, showing that every room has its own personality. This is the bathroom ensuite for the lighter girls' bathroom, and surprise, tile floor mosaic number 4. We went with this floor because the girl that is going to be staying in this room, she's a little more on the flirty, girly, young side, so we thought this floral pattern would be absolutely perfect for her. Another reason why we went with this floral mosaic is it kind of ties into the wallpaper we're doing in here. It's gonna be florally and bright, just like the floor. Across the way, we are now in the darker, more moody, edgy girls' room. It doesn't look that way right now, but I promise it's going to be almost black. And in here, guess what? Tile mosaic number 5. This was a nightmare for the guy to lay down, and he cursed me out several times, but I think it's okay because it's well worth it. It is incredible. I have never seen a mosaic floor like this. It is beautiful. And again, even though it's on the lighter side, it ties in perfectly to everything that we have going on in here. This is the last bedroom in the house, saving the best for last because it took the most brain power to figure out. This is our Harry Potter of a closet. This is a long, skinny room. It had 6 bunk beds and like 2 inches to walk. So we ripped all that out. We're not doing bunk beds. Shocker. But what we did do is turned it into a closed off bedroom. So this actually used to be an opening vestibule with like a mirror and just nobody knew what it was for. So we closed it off and turned it into a closet for the bedroom. We opened up the bathroom. So now it has an ensuite. Come on inside and I'll kind of show you how we decided to lay this out because it is so funky. Again, as you can tell, it's really long and skinny. So what we decided to do is we're gonna build a bed into the wall. We're building a corner bed. We're gonna fully upholster the headboard, build it onto the wall, so there's gonna be plenty of room to walk around all sides. And it's gonna kind of double as a lounge space and a bed and be kind of the focal point and the highlight of this room. It sounds crazy, but it's going to be awesome. Last but not least, our mosaic floor, ladies and gents. Again, from the bathroom into the shower, seamless look, very elegant. What do I say? I love mosaics. Friends, that is all for today. Make sure you subscribe because you are not gonna wanna miss the next episode. I promise it's gonna be amazing.